Welcome back for 5 cent a day. No, I'm just playing. We're gonna recap the World Series. So we're already headed into Game Five. I know. What about the other four games? Don't worry, I got you. So we tied 2-2 to spare all of that. Dodgers 2, Toronto 2. Been back and forth, including well, I ain't gonna say unnecessary, but a wild 18 inning Game 3. I don't know how these guys played Game 4, but they did. So yeah, those of you that watched that game, y'all are troopers. Cause 18 innings of baseball, you are dedicated. And those of you that was at the park, you got 2 games for free. You should be look at that. Know them World Series prices was through the roof, and you got a game for free. Look at that. Look what happened for you. Look what God did. Y'all should be thankful. But yeah, don't you hate when people say you should be thankful? Anyways, yeah, we tied 2-2. So to give you the rundown, Toronto offense has not stopped. Yamamoto did pitch a complete game again, game 2. And outside of that game, Toronto's offense has not been shut down. They are consistently getting runs. Vladimir still on this big boy playoff campaign. Another home run last night to cap off a 4-run, 7 inning to basically put the game away for Toronto, which they did need that after losing a heartbreaking game. 18 innings and you lose off of a Freddie Freeman home run. That just hurts. That's a long. You play 2 games and then who? I mean, somebody has to lose, but you don't. You don't want to be the one to lose. That's a long time. You shut them down for 9 innings and then a home run pops off, and it's just basically what do you do? But Toronto has always responded throughout this whole postseason. Anytime it's been a problem, adversity, they always respond. It's been nothing to them. You would have thought they've been to this World Series before. And the Dodgers are operating as a team that is counting on Ohtani to carry them all the time. I'm not saying Ohtani is the only one, but he does need some help. The man is pitching. He didn't have a world-class game, but he only gave up 3 runs. That's what you would expect for somebody that's basically fourth in your rotation. But the home runs is there. Multi-home run games. He's not having a problem with his hitting, which is where you want his focus to be because he's in the lineup every day. But somebody got to come along with him. I don't want to call out names, Page. I really don't. Bet. Man, I really don't want to call out nobody else's names. Muncie. I really hate calling out people's names. I like all of y'all. I think y'all are great, but y'all got to give him a little bit more. I don't want to add up the combined hits, but between those 3 players, we're looking at about 8 hits and over 40 batting attempts. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to give you the exact numbers because it's even worse. But they need more production. Ohtani can't be the only one going along for this ride. He's giving you what you need on pitching. He's giving you what you need at the plate. Multi-home run games. He's pretty much, he's almost at this point a guarantee to get on base. The problem is he needs something to come behind him. Freeman, he did his job. He's always clutch in the postseason. World Series, this is nothing new to him to hit walk-offs. That's what he does. But you need something outside of Freeman and Ohtani. We got other guys. This is what you brought in, and you need that. So I'm not saying this is going to be a bounce-back game because Savage, the new pitching sensation, he's pitching tonight. Blake Snell, he is pitching as well for the Dodgers. He got roughed up a little bit last time he was out there, but he's too good to have 2 bad outings, or is he? We'll see, but I really can't say with this game. I think that I'm just going to chalk it up that game 3 took a lot out of the Dodgers, and for them to win it, 18 innings takes a lot out of any team, especially when you got to come right back the next night. Because it's pretty much all hands on deck outside of the pitcher that is pitching the next day and the pitcher that pitched the game before. Everybody is pretty much out there. But guys did give all they have. Klein, I got to give it to you. 72 pitches. I know that wasn't what you was looking for when you came in relief, but you did hold that down. So you got to get the Dodgers credit for hanging in there. I know them 2 games in Toronto was rough, especially after that first game getting roughed up 11-4, and they bounced back. Yamamoto, you're gonna have to see that man again. So Toronto, hopefully you better the next time around, but the talent is there. It's not like it's missing or lacking, but Toronto is just the Dodgers hit. I mean, Toronto has not stopped hitting, and the Dodgers could probably be in a better situation if a couple more guys contribute to this outside of pitching. We're talking about hitting here. I mean, the pitching, you're getting what you need. Blake Snell, he did get roughed up in that game, but it wasn't a bad game. 3-4 runs, you're really not looking at too much, especially with the offense the Dodgers have. That's really not a problem. It's just, it gets stagnant at times. And when Toronto goes on these runs, and usually they do, when they pile up runs all at once, then it seems like the Dodgers really don't have no answer for that, at least in the 2 games they lost. But on the flip side, Toronto has been battling with injuries. Springer, he's out again. He's just been having a rough postseason. Ankle injury, then you had the spasms, but Bo Bichette, he's filled in, had a nice RBI 2-run hit last night. So, of course, you got somebody to replace him, but you want Springer in that lineup. You definitely want him in that lineup. You can't replace a bat like that, especially as clutch as he is. But continuing on, I said Toronto, that's where I'm at. I don't think that Vlad is going to cool off. It seems like Bo Bichette is doing what he needs to do. Those hitters, the guys around, the Kurtz, the Knief, those guys are continuing to do what they need to do. Get on base, draw out walks, timely hitting. That's what they've been doing all postseason, and that's what it continues to be. And then let your Springers, your big hitters, your Guerreros do the damage. And it's working for them. And I don't see that cooling off in the next 2 games. I pretty much, in my opinion, if it was going to cool off, it would have stopped by now. I think they just on a mission. And as good as the Dodgers is, if they don't find somebody else to come along with Ohtani and Freddie, then they probably going to look at the World Series loss. But we'll see. See how it goes. This game 5 is pretty much a big one, of course, because you know how it goes with them 2-2 splits. The team that usually wins game 5 usually wins the series. So we'll see how that goes. But it's probably going to be another good one. This has been a good World Series. That is not lullaby people to sleep. Outside of it being 18 innings, I don't think anybody would say that this has been too long, dragged out, boring World Series. I mean, I'm not staying up for 18 innings. I ain't built like that. But, you know, it probably was good baseball all the way through if you can watch that. But outside of those extra innings, because that's extra baseball, I have pretty much watched the whole thing, and it's been entertaining to me. I'm glad that I got to see a good World Series, you know. They don't always come around like you want them to, but, well, it's usually good when the Yankees not there. Sorry, Yankee fans, but, yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Go Blue Jays.